Hello everyone, it's Cribini and Tina.
Hi.
Welcome to the channel. Hope everybody just having a wonderful day and that you are in the best of health.
Yes, with health being most important as always. And it's funny you should mention health, because today we are going to be tackling health
insurance.
Yes. So I realized that we haven't talked about it in a while. So we're going to go over some health insurance prices, numbers, and some other things that I found in an old email from our insurance broker. And underneath, we will have an insurance brokerage names and numbers that you can contact if you'd like to get quotes as well with the people that we have been working with since we've been here, which it's been almost 2 years now.
Almost 2 years.
So here we go. So as we've always stated, we have Universal Exclusivo plan, which is the top tier plan. Okay. That a year, and we give you the U.S. number, is $3,308. We pay in pesos, so it varies depending on the rate of the DOP at that time.
Right.
So right now it's at 58, so I did it at 58, so that's what that was the equivalation in U.S. So monthly, that breaks down to $276 a month. With that plan, to be clear, because we get this question a lot, it covers medical, all medical, pharmacy, so pharmaceuticals, medicines that you are prescribed. It covers emergency visits. It covers emergency evac, meaning if you need an ambulance to drive you from one city to the hospital that you would like your service done, or if you need to be medevaced in a helicopter, it covers that too. And it also covers dental, so all of his pretty teeth work in my whitening. It covers dental, and it also covers vision, which soon we are due for a vision visit because we need some glasses.
Absolutely.
Mother Time is taking her toll on my pretty little eyes, and Mama needs some new glasses. So that's all covered, included with that, because we have the top tier.
Right.
I mean, there are co-pays, but they're very minimal. We'll go over some of those because I have some of those prices for you. We also get a death benefit. So if one of us were to pass, we have a death benefit included in the insurance plan. And it also includes if we are traveling and we have to pay an amount in another country, be it the U.S. if we're visiting the kids, be it Europe if we decided to take a trip, we send in the receipts and they would give us a refund.
Right.
So with that, there's that plan. There's also Universal Absolute. So if you feel like you don't need all that, maybe you're single, you're not bringing a spouse on to the coverage, maybe you're one of the guys, like you met with a viewer who was a veteran and he had full coverage through the VA system, foreign medical.
Right.
He didn't really need that much. There are lower tiers. Absolute was the one right under us, so I'm going to go over that one. And then, like I said, you can always reach out to Ramona Aristi here in the Dominican Republic, and she can give you all the plans that they have. But I'm going to go with the second lowest because it's just overwhelming if you go to everyone. So that one was 92,736 DOP. So like I said, I did the 58 into that so that you could realize what it is. It's half of what we pay. It's $1,585 a year for that plan. And if you did that a month, it would be $132. It was still a great plan. Still had a lot of things included, but it was missing a lot of things that I kind of wanted. Plus, I feel like they really sold me when they told us that we had that VIP access to the lounge in the airports.
In the airport.
It's kind of it was because we were traveling then, so that was kind of like a little incentive for me. But that's on the Exclusivo, not on this one, the Absolute. Now, so to show the difference when we're talking, let's hit pharmacy first. You take blood pressure pills.
Right, absolutely. I do. And it's, what, 886?
Well, if we're talking a month in the U.S., it's $86 for your blood pressure pills. And then here, the copay was only $19. So, I mean, that's a huge
Yep. That's a big difference because, like I said, in the States, when it comes to anything that's relating to medical, you know you're going to pay a grip. I mean, high copays and the whole 9 yards.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. 86.19. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's a huge discrepancy.
It's a big difference.
Yeah.
It's a big difference. And they cover you if you're in another country. They'll just reimburse you what you have to put out. So up to what's the ceiling on it? 10,000.
On ours, I think it was 10,000 or 100,000.
I think it was 10,000.
Okay.
I think it was up to
Pesos,
10,000. Peso. 10,000. Absolutely.
So braces. That's another thing you've been getting done. So in the U.S., his braces would have been, and we're just using Vegas numbers because both my kids I got braces for, so I can tell you. Braces are $5,000. That's your tightenings, your cleanings, all that stuff that you got to do with braces. It's $5,000 out the door per kid, per adult, $5,000. So obviously, did you want braces in the U.S.?
No way. I couldn't afford them. And I'm glad and I got them here because I needed upstairs and downstairs braces.
Yeah.
Okay? I need an elevator.
So, with his copay, we ended up paying $410 for his braces. That was all the materials, all the tightening, all the visits. You're covered for the entire time until the day they take them out and you no longer have them, and bam, you've paid it all. And it was only $410. So, who can't afford $410 as opposed to $5,000?
That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. And you guys know, like we know, the healthcare, the whole toboggan in the States has always been a problem and always will be a problem. As long as those lobbyists are allowed to come into Washington and keep you guys on high pharmaceutical prices, and whether it's one pill, whether it's 2 pills, whether it's 3 pills, anything. Especially if you have to take an ambulance ride just down the street, how much they're going to charge you.
I didn't even look that up because I don't even want to know. I literally don't. But onto your cleanings. So cleanings out here, a cleaning, which includes you go in, you get x-rayed first, then you go into your cleaning, and then you get your fluoride treatment. That in the States, if you were lucky, you could get at one of those little budget dentals where, Elite Dental out in Vegas, where they have specials for cleaning and you're not really seeing a dentist after, you're just getting the cleaning and you're leaving. It's $60 for a visit like that.
Right.
Here it is with the copay, $3.62 per person.
I love it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Prime time living right there. That's what I'm talking about.
Just saying. Now, moving on to like x-rays, because everybody isn't always healthy. Something may happen. He did get x-rays on his feet. Mm-hmm. He got a bilateral, right? Both your feet?
Both my feet.
Right? Mm-hmm. And you went to the hospital for that?
No,
or a clinic?
It was like a diagnostic center.
Oh, okay.
That's what it was. Mm-hmm.
All right. So with that, I looked to see how much the same thing would be in the United States. Drum roll, please, for 2 feet. At the very least, and I'm taking the low end. I am not taking the high end number. $5,100 in Vegas for a bilateral foot x-ray. It could be more because I saw it upwards to $20,000+, and I took the low number. Here, the same thing when you called me and said, hey, I'm going to put this on the Banco Santa Cruz. And I was like, how much is it? And you were like, it's only $14 copay. So look at that. $14
Big difference.
to $5,100.
Big difference.
I'll leave that in your lap.
Big difference. Now you guys see why people are jumping on the airplane, even military veterans, coming here, getting their work done, whether it's dental, whether it's surgery or whatever it may be. In this country, it's nickels, pennies, and it's nowhere near what you're going to pay for back in the U.S.
Yes, and you had a subscriber that reaches out and talks to you every now and then on WhatsApp. He actually sent his receipt because he had just got back from a hospital emergency visit. Now, he was having chest pains, so he had to have an x-ray and an electrocardiogram and was given medication before he left the hospital. So he was charged, of course, for the actual emergency room visit. So that's a charge. For the medicines, for the usage of the x-ray machine as well as the x-ray, for the electrocardiogram, and then for some other materials. Like they always give you like this materials fee. I guess it's like whatever they may use on you. I don't know, like alcohol, rub, whatever. Anyway, before they put it on you. Without insurance, he gave us the price at the bottom of the receipt. It would have been $95. So say you came here, you had a heart issue, you went to the hospital emergency room, you got the electrocardiogram, they gave you the meds that you needed for your heart, and you went back to your hotel. You would have only paid $95 here at the hospital here. He had insurance because he has, same as us, universal. He had zero. That was his copay. He was like, I walked out with nothing.
Had to pay nothing, not a dime.
Now, I did not even bother to look up how much an emergency room visit, an electrocardiogram, an chest x-ray, and meds would be, because I know when I got into a car accident and they gave me an extra strength Tylenol because I had a neck brace and my neck was hurting, they charged me $90 for 2 Tylenols. So I was like, I am not even going to look up how much this is, because you can't even tell me that hospital bill, that emergency room visit, wouldn't cost you upwards to 10, 20, 30, maybe even more, if without insurance, $1,000. Thousands, 10 to 20,000. You without insurance, I'll kill you.
They'll eat you alive.
Yeah.
And you think about these costs, these prices that we're talking about right now. Even if you're in a union and you're in the States and you got a union job.
Like yours.
Like mine.
Before I had been into remember how horrible that car accident? My car was totaled. I was brought in by him because I was not getting in that ambulance. I went in and before they even put my name on the list to go back to be seen, they were like, $250, please, because that's your emergency room fee, copay. Do you have that? How would you like to pay that today? Well, gee, I don't want to die, so here you go. Here's my card.
Right. $250 gone. Bang, boom, bang.
Here, the guy got a chest x-ray, an electrocardiogram, and a visit, and meds, and it was only $95.
It's highway robbery. I mean, I'm telling you, it works my nerves so bad every time I think about what the average American Joe Blow's paying for any type of health coverage or health insurance, whether it's medicine or anything in the U.S. It just burns me up. It just makes me so angry.
And to add to that anger, let's put a little bit more fuel. I also found a quote that we had for auto insurance, because we do have people that plan on getting automobiles here, or you may be bringing a car over, but that has its whole different set of rules and regulations. But auto insurance here in the DR, we did have a quote from our insurance broker from Compañía Aseguradora. They wanted $939. That's how much it would have costed for a year, which would have been equal to $78 a month. That's it for your car. Now, we had car insurance, and the quote I had was for the same Honda, because it was our car at that time, that Honda Civic. And in Vegas, our Honda Civic was $250 a month.
Just by itself.
And we had a deductible, because remember I tried lowering it at the end, so I put the deductibles on it to get it to $250, because I didn't want our insurance payment high, because I knew we were getting ready to get out of here. So $250 a month, and then if we would have bought the same car here, it was only going to be $78 a month. So explain that one to me.
Big difference. Now we're talking about car insurance now.
That's insane, isn't it?
It's mad. It's crazy. And that's why people try to order their medicine, or they drive across that border called Mexico, get their medication, and come back. Because it's, you know what? The cost of the medication in Mexico will be well worth the drive. Even I don't care how much you put in your car to drive gas. You're going to come out cheaper every time.
And there's all kinds of plans, because there is Humano, which is not Humana. It is not the same. I know, and this is why I say, be careful who you listen to, man. Because the one thing I hate is I hate hearing incorrect information given by another YouTuber, because then I just cringe, because I think, oh my God, somebody's going to believe that bullshit. Come out here, think that what they were told was the Bible, and then they're going to get out here and they're going to have all kinds of problems.
Right.
Humano out here is not Humana in the States. They are not coordinated with anything affiliated. They have nothing to do with them. The Humano is a Dominican insurance company out here.
Right.
It is not the one, Humana, that's in the United States. So let's start with that, because then you're going to think, oh, I have coverage in the U.S., and you're not. And then you're going to think, oh, it's going to work just like my Humana plan, and it's not. And you're going to get your little feelings hurt, and then you're going to be crying and saying, oh, but this YouTuber, that I shall remain nameless, told me that was the same. And you know what the insurance company's going to do? They're going to look at you like this. Because they're like, you didn't ask me, I could have told you that. So there is them, and there are other small affiliated insurance companies out here. So be informed, do what I did. I took a policy from each that were equal and said, let me look at what the differences are in the companies. When I looked, and with also word of mouth of a lot of people telling me how amazing that Universal is, we decided to go with Universal. Your needs might be different. Your choice might be different. There's all kinds of price ranges. We have heard people getting insurance from $12 a month all the way up to maybe in the 50s, 80s, if that's all they need a month, up to 100, up to 200, up to 300. Depends on what your needs are. Our insurance company also, it doesn't matter that we're married. We don't pay more per person. We have a account that it covered you, right, and as me as your wife, with my marriage certificate as proof, right, I was covered, no extra charge.
No extra charge.
In his insurance. So please ask the questions, look, read thoroughly, make sure it's translated.
Right.
Universal also has everything on their website that will translate to English, so that they try to help you as best they can. Some you might need assistance because some of the other companies don't do that. I don't think Humano and all of them do that. But make sure you know what you're reading, you know what you're signing up for, and you know the difference, so you're not caught off guard, because that could be money that you wasted.
Well, you telling.
That you have to pay. So
yeah, that's just another.
We're trying to cover you. You guys are our family. We want to make sure you don't get taken for a loop. So check the source.
And we're going to give you good, thorough information from this channel, because you know what? This is our name brand on this channel. Creating a name brand on this channel. We want to make sure that we give you guys facts,
right,
figures, and information that you can take it to the bank and get some change if you want to. We're not going to tell you one thing and do something totally different, because yes, I've heard them. I don't say nothing, but I've heard people tell people something totally different.
Yeah.
Okay, and the people get out here so disappointed, because there's some people actually thinking right now, Tina, that they can bring their American health and insurance policies over here to another country, and they don't even see you. They don't even know who you are. You can't bring your credit rating over here. Okay, more or less no health insurance, no card. You try to bring your card over here, put it on the counter, see what they're gonna do.
They'll smile and hand it back to you, and then tell you what the cash amount is. It's probably still cheaper than your insurance, so you probably thought maybe the person thought they used their health insurance because it was so cheap, and they were like, oh, that's my copay. Boo-boo, it wasn't your copay. They didn't take your insurance. You just didn't understand when they went to the back and laughed at you because they don't take insurance. So. But anyways, so that's the coverage update. So, like I say, do with it what you may. Always check the sources, check your what you need, and get the most bang for your buck. Only get what you need. Don't pay for what you don't need.
Absolutely. And I see a possibility here. You come here, you can get you a nice crib for $400 a month, fully furnished. You can get some reasonable health insurance, and all that extra money, you can just pay your little utilities or whatever, and you got money left over.
Yes.
One thing about this country, it will leave you some money left over in your bank. In the United States, forget it. They ain't satisfied until they drain you dry till you zero.
It's funny you said that, because we will have a video coming out. I don't know if I'm going to post it before or after this video, but how to live here in Santiago for $800 a month, and actually in that $800 is some savings. Can you believe it?
Man, I just love it. I just love it. So, in the meantime, between the time, always remember, life is to be enjoyed.
Yes, and make sure you hit subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you and welcome to all our new subscribers. You guys are getting us there, but we still have a ways to go. Make sure to hit notifications bell so that you can get notified when we drop gems like this.
Drop it
and
like
make
it's
sure to
hot.
hit the thumbs up. It's the cheapest, easiest way to patron the channel. All of our information is underneath the channel so that you can get a hold of us if you have any questions and or patron the channel and say thank you for all the help that we've given. Hope it helps.
So until the next video, peace.